Hi guys, thanks for joining me, Paul UK Reefer. So just a really quick video. No filter on the camera this time, and all it is just to show you quickly what's happening while I'm doing a water change with my auto water changer, and the fact that I've added a CO2 scrubber and seen some very quickly changes to the tank after doing it. I've got a stocking video coming up soon and a bit of an update. The tank's been running 4 months, so I'm just waiting for some new frags and then I'll do that. But for now, here's the Reef Float Auto Water Changer 88, so holds 88 litres in here. I've done some videos on how they work before. You basically fill it up with RO, put 3.5 kilos of salt in, chuck a heater in if it's cold weather, if not, don't worry about it. Mix it all around using the outlet arm on itself. Once it's all ready and you've checked the alkalinity matches and the salinity, you basically put this lid on, which has a drain attached to it. You put the nozzle inside the tank, as you can see very badly there, and then you plug it in. And over the next 4 hours, yes, 4 hours, it takes a little bit long, it's going to slowly pump the water inside, 1 minute on, 1 minute off, until it completely increases the tank volume temporarily, and thereby doing a water change. So you do lose a little bit of your new water. I think it's a few litres, but it is absolutely no mess. So whilst this is probably start to finish a little bit longer than your average water change, there's no water on my floor. Look, it's completely dry. And also it doesn't change the level of your tank. So I start it and stop it and it just goes. There's no change in level of water. I don't have to turn any pumps off. I just sit back and it does the whole thing with no changes to the tank. No skim, look, the skimmer's still running. The auto water top up is still going. Everything is still running as normal. And that's what I love about this. It's no mess, no hassle. I'm quite happy with that sitting there for 4 hours. It makes no odds to me. So I really love this bit of kit. I had one on my other tank, the smaller one. I picked the 88 litre size here. So after the loss of water, you're probably looking at a 25 to 30% water change. And I tend to do these just because the tank's quite young and immature, weekly, just to keep the levels down. But I expect once the corals grow in, that will come down a bit to maybe once a month with a bit of luck. So yeah, that's my water change going on. You can see the tank is just going on normally. There's no stress on the corals. There's no lowering of the water. Corals going out of the water. It's great. So this is Reef Float, a cottage industry here in the UK, and that's the 88 litre version. So yeah, one thing I have added that I wanted to show was a CO2 scrubber. So these are a pretty simple contraption. You see at the back there, it's just like an RO membrane holder with pipes either end. One of them goes off out to the back of the tank to the fresh air, and the other one attaches to the skimmer. So I've attached it to my fresh air intake on the skimmer, and as you can see, it's not really made any difference to the skimmer level or anything like that. And what that does is all of the new fresh air that's being pulled into the skimmer, it goes through that filtration, and you might be able to see the colour change in it. It's slightly purple and then there's white at the top. So the purple media is the media that's spent. So it's been on for about a week now, and I've got colour changing media in there, CO2 media, and basically that changes as and when it gets used up. So whilst it looks pretty purple, all the inside of it is still white. So it will last hopefully a couple of weeks and then gets changed. So there are a couple of ways of recirculating these to save on the media a little bit, but I haven't really got that far, so I thought I'll just stick it on and chuck a bit of media in it for a few months. Increasing your pH is the byproduct of this, and that's really, really important for coral growth. I noticed on a few pH tests that I was sort of hovering around 8, and I really want to get that higher to like the 8.2s and 8.3s. So I thought I'd give this a try. Now, whilst it's only been a few weeks and you can't see coral growth in that time, what has happened within the space of 3 days, my alkalinity usage of the Reef went up 25%. Now that can only be a good thing. So that means that more things are using them elements in the water. So I have a feeling that may well be an increasing uptake of alkalinity by the corals. It could be part of the coralline, which as you can see on the pump there, we're starting to get some really good coralline growth inside the tank and all over the rocks, although it's all sort of real reef rocks. It's quite hard to see. So yeah, either way, things are using the elements in the water quicker, and that's definitely a good sign in reefing. So I went down to about 30 mils a day on the Alpha Reef. I'm up to about 45 again now. So it looks like that's had a really good impact. So all in all, really quick update. I said I'd keep it snappy. Part of my weekly stuff is now doing the water change with the reflow, changing the CO2 media, and yeah, hopefully these corals are going to start growing. They do have signs of growing onto the rocks all over them, so we'll do a review on that soon. I've got a few more frags to go in, and then I'm going to do a full coral review for you all, and it'll probably be close to 5 months update at that point. So yeah, any questions about any of that, guys, hit me in the comments, like, subscribe and all that stuff, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.